Markets are getting absolutely destroyed today, and this is why. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions, and you know that my team today shorted the living life out of the market. When markets opened up, they were forming an overbought reversal. It's easier to see on this 5-minute time frame. We're coming back to retest same previous highs. Now it's given back and there's been no break of pattern. It is incredibly oversold, so if you did not already short, I don't think it's a very safe time to enter intraday. That being said, it also doesn't really make sense to go long as there's no confirmation of a reversal just yet. One of the shorts that I took today was Robinhood. If you're part of my LPP team, go back and rewatch today's live trading session where you can actively see me short Robinhood. If you're not yet part of our team, it's the second link in the description down below. If you sign up today, you can go back and rewatch it and also watch me trade live every single day moving forward right at market open. The 1 minute time frame, you can see the consistent lower highs, lower lows. Market sentiment is incredibly bearish. I walked away with a little bit over $5,000 on the day. Very happy with it, especially following my day yesterday where I made an additional $5,000 shorting Robinhood. For those that do not know, Robinhood itself reported earnings yesterday, very similar to QQQ. You could see that during the pre-market session, it had an overbought reversal, retesting same previous highs. I really just thought that we were going to go back to previous lows of 136. I took profits early and it continued to sell off. Again, you don't have to be a perfect trader to be profitable. That being said, it's a little bit more on the oversold side. So now I'm actually watching to see if we do get confirmation of reversal to possibly entertain a long. But we know that there's a lot of fear. Why is there a lot of fear in the market right now? Very simple. If you guys pay attention based off of current market sentiment, they're saying that the U.S. extends decline with NASDAQ down 1% as worries grow over consumer spending and weak job data. The part that irritates me about all of this is that weak consumer spending and weak job data has been present for months, but now all of a sudden it cares. Again, very convenient. U.S. employers announced over 153,000 job cuts in October, making a 175% surge at the highest of any October since 2003. Again, employers cite that cost cutting and AI has been a primary driver of these rate cuts. A lot of people are requesting to lower rates to think that that's going to make it better for people to create jobs. That's not going to save jobs. Again, it's incredibly expensive. There's a huge disconnect between the stock market and what our actual economy is experiencing. The stock market is not a representation of our economy. Our economy is not thriving. It's the top 7 and top 10 trillion-dollar companies that are inflating the market valuation, which is why we were trading at all-time highs. And don't get me wrong, it could still continue to push higher because these companies are still so incredibly overbought when you have bullshit like this being shared. Look at this. OpenAI is at the seam of all of this. OpenAI seeks government backing to boost AI investments. They are seeking and they are saying that they will produce more than $1 trillion. And again, they want funding from our government. They want they committed to all these partnerships of $1.4 trillion in infrastructure with NVIDIA, with Oracle, with whatever. It's insane to me how they would allow our tax-paying dollars to invest into a company that's making other people money, but yet it's a nonprofit, but now our tax-paying dollars have to pay for them. It's insane. It's I feel like now people are finally beginning to see how insane all of this is. That you have this supposed AI revolution that is supposed to pay off, but at the end of the day, guess what? None of us, as in the average American, is going to care for AI when you can't provide a roof over your head, when you can't pay for your rent or for your mortgage, when you can't put food on the table. Those are necessities. No tax-paying dollars should ever be used to pay for a company that is seeking to be public's, OpenAI's investment. It's insane. And it's their fault that they are this over-leveraged. And I'm so happy that people are beginning to see through the bullshit of these companies. Now, talking about bullshit, there's a stock today, a company known as Opendoor. Opendoor is set to report earnings today after the market closes. And I just want to share with you one of the most recent things that they brought to social media. Open's Instagram account has had a complete makeover. It already looks so much better. It's more conventional, or more relatable, and even looks more professional. Great start, Opendoor. Keep building the brand. Are you kidding me? Like this is this is the part that irritates me. Opendoor just a few months ago, what is that, 3-4 months ago, was trading at 51 cents per share. Why? Because it's a shitty ass company. It's a company that loses $300 million. Opendoor. Negative P/E ratio, 16.7 times its earnings. It's losing more money now. It's losing $300 million a year. It went from 51 cents per share all of a sudden. Now it began to get hyped up. They're all looking for these strategic partnerships with OpenAI. For what? What does that change to Opendoor's business? Nothing. Absolutely goose egg. It's all hype. It's all manipulation. You even have like the new CEO going on social media. Oh, we are just looking out for the average. Like your company's a bullshit company. It can't produce a profit. And it's not a new company. It's been here for years. And it's been failing since it peaked at the highs of 2021. Like, why do you always have to have an insane sob story for your bullshit company? Again, it went from 51 cents per share to $10 per share for no reason. There's nothing fundamentally about this company that yielded or earned a 1,700% return. So today, as it reports earnings, I'm so excited to see if it begins to fall apart. And again, well, Ricky, that's not very nice to say. Again, well, I don't think it's very nice that it gained 1,700% in 5 months for no reason. It is a meme stock. That is truly what it is. This is not a growing company. This is a failing business that's begun to plateau. And when it's plateauing, it's still losing $300 million a year. Look and see through the BS. If it cannot succeed during this market environment, what makes you think that it's going to succeed if we do enter a recession and if overall markets begin to downturn? This company is already failing. There is no hope for companies like this. Look at the data and look at the BS. Again, even if you look at Investing Pro, you can see that the open downside is about 24% based off of its fair valuation. Even with its fair valuation, be it at an average of $5, I still think that's insane. I'm very excited, just so you could see. I have no open short position. I have no position on this one, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to report earnings today after the market closes. Let me pull it up for you very quickly because I know Irene is going to report earnings today, which is another... that one actually doesn't lose money. I think it's overhyped up, but at least that company holds its own, right? If we look at Opendoor very quickly, let me pull it up for you guys. When it comes down to earnings expectation, it is set to lose 7 cents per share, and its revenue expectation is $922 million. I mean, how much lower can you lower its revenue? It's so annoying. It's so frustrating that these irrational markets support such irrational valuations for such bullshit companies. There are so many good American-based companies out there that actually produce a profit, that are actually consistently growing. Why this one? Like, this is an absolute worthless company. And I'm certain that this thing will eventually be down 50% from what we're currently talking about because there's nothing that supports this valuation for a long period of time. Again, markets can stay rational, but only for so long. Fundamentals will always matter in the long term. And again, there's a reason on why Opendoor was so consistently selling off. When it comes down to Irene, I would have shorted Irene because I talked about this with my LPP team yesterday. It was trading at all-time highs, and it was about to report earnings today after the market closes. It sold off too fast, too soon. My focus was on Robinhood. I was shorting, trying to make money off of that. I don't like to trade multiple stocks at the same time, so I missed out on this one. I don't know if I would feel comfortable shorting this now that it's retraced 10% and knowing that it's one of the best performing stocks of 2025. And I know that with market manipulation, this thing can continue to, push to new highs for whatever the case might be. So I'm just going to respect this from afar. My focus is on open. I want to see what this company reports to see if there's criteria that is met to validate an open short position. And I would love to make money as this bullshit company goes back to 51 cents per share. So again, I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. You guys let me know down in the comment section if you guys would like me to host Open and Irene's live earning reports. All you guys need to do is get this video to over 500 likes. I just want to make sure enough people show up. So drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and again, whenever you're ready to watch me trade live, that's going to be the second link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team, and happy Thursday.